Herbert West has a good head on his shoulders and another one on his desk. Not for the faint of heart. Originally, I was going to release this as a special Halloween episode, but it seems like with everything going on in the world, it might be time for you to hear this now. Should you watch 1985's Re-Animator? Find out as Cole, Taylor, and yours truly, the Popcorn Priest, break down this cult classic. Don't know why they keep the doors locked around here. Nobody wants in, and ain't nobody getting out.
Herbert West is at the top of his class in medical school.
How can you teach such drivel? These people are here to learn, and you're closing their minds before they even have a chance.
He's brilliant, but a little weird.
I've broken the 6 to 12 minute barrier. I've conquered brain death.
His experiments have always been unorthodox.
It was dead.
But lately, they're getting out of hand. And he's just made a discovery that could wake up the dead.
Herbert West has effected reanimation in dead animal tissue.
Once you wake up the dead, you've got a real mess on your hands. Herbert West brought a lot of dead people back to life, and not one of them showed any appreciation. H.P. Lovecraft's classic tale of horror, Re-Animator.
Mr. West.
You'll never get credit for my discovery. Who's going to believe a talking head? Get a job in a sideshow.
It will scare you to pieces.
Welcome back to another exciting episode.
Halloween
special of the Popcorn Priest and his fellow
It's two disciples.
disciples. Man, this month was definitely a Halloween special.
What a movie.
And it was Taylor's pick this month, and we got the Re-Animator from 1985.
This isn't even rated.
Unrated, that's for sure. Based on a story by H.P. Lovecraft, this campy send-up follows an egotistical medical student who develops a serum
Netflix is going to sue you for plagiarism.
that miraculously revives the dead.
Who's going to sue him?
Netflix, he's reading their copy.
I can read their copy, can I?
You
have to cite it, which you didn't.
We just did. You cited Netflix just now. Netflix gives this a 1.5 star, gentlemen.
Being a dick.
Yeah, Netflix doesn't think this movie's as good as it is. They don't know things.
Halloween favorites, cult movies, cult horror movies, cult sci-fi and fantasy.
Yep.
Cult good laughs.
This was directed by Stuart Gordon, who's given us such gems as
Oh.
I don't think he's done anything else that I
He
could
has.
the Re-Animator 2, right?
No, a different guy did that. He also did From Beyond, that's an H.P. Lovecraft story that is a much better story than Re-Animator.
Is it a good movie, though?
According to about the same as this one. A group of scientists have developed the Resonator, a machine which allows whoever is within range to see beyond normal perceptible reality. But when the experiment succeeds, they are immediately attacked by terrible life forms.
Sounds like They Live or The Mist.
Yeah, it does sound like They Live, huh?
The Mist was awesome, by the way.
The Mist has the best ending ever.
It does have the best ending. It's the best ending.
Yeah, that freaking ending was insane, dude.
Anyway, back to the Re-Animator.
All right, sorry.
Fantastic. The main scientist, Herbert West. Well, he's not the main. I wouldn't say he's the protagonist, really. Because, I would say the other guy is, meant to be the protagonist.
I would
He's more likable.
He's kind of by default just because he's banging the hot chick.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I want to be this guy.
That's the most crazy transition to a sex scene that I've ever scene in my life.
This movie like spared no expense. Like they're like, we don't have time to like have them like going out to dinner.
I think when somebody was walking, I think when someone was going from building to building with the script, I think part of it fell into a wood chipper and they just kept going.
I think that they just, we only have so much film. Yeah. They gotta, squeeze out. Like, it's like anything that would have wasted time. They're like, okay, we know where we want this to end up. We want this to show that they're in a physical relationship that her father would not approve of. Cut to the chase.
Yeah, I mentioned that it had a runtime of 85 minutes, and that's with about a 25-minute intro of credits.
Saul Bass. Yeah, Saul Bass. It's what it kind of looked like.
You mean, that's what the Alfred Hitchcock, like. Yeah. It looks like it's trying to be Hitchcock.
Very evocative of that.
With slime.
Yeah, it was.
Like diagrams of the human, anatomy.
All right, well.
Human anatomy is pretty funny.
Taylor, would you like to go first?
It's good. Whatever my score is, just below that, just because you need to know what it is.
Whatever my score is, double it and two.
Yep. Yeah, whatever my score is, triple it. It's the perfect movie. I've never seen a better movie in my life.
Triple it, give it a good gold star.
It's like the science in this is grade A. I give it a grade A for science.
In terms of plausible, I'd give it an extreme A.
In terms of plausible, I would give it this happened in the past, probably. We've already done this.
But you mentioned earlier before we started the recording that you felt like it almost crossed the line.
Yeah, there is a scene in this where I was like, wow, they're really flirting with that unrated. They're really...
Oh, yeah. The Weinsteins wouldn't like that.
No, they wouldn't. Well, no, the MPA would.
Oh, no, that's
They'd
right.
have to resubmit it like 5 times.
It's like a zombie Blue Valentine.
You guys. All right, well.
Instead of a dead marriage, it was a dead person.
The time was just cold for love that they felt for each other downstairs.
We might have to leave it at that.
Great movie. If you want a campy horror film, like really schlocky violence, like Evil Dead or Dead Alive. What's
Dead
that Peter
Alive,
Jackson
that's
movie? It's a lot like that.
Yeah, really
Awesome.
buckets of blood.
All right, Cole, your take.
Herbert West deserves an Academy Award or at least a nomination because no man in the history of time has kept his face as straight as his throughout the entire film.
He reminds me of like the scientist from that first.
Which one's Herbert West?
He's the main guy who came up with the.
That's his character name, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Character Herbert West.
He reminds me of like the scientist from like a Human Centipede, where you look at him and you're like, that guy's a mad scientist.
Oh, God, I just had to go and make me sick mentioning the Human Centipede. Oh, God.
Just talk about the first one.
Luckily, I never saw the rest. That's the original story is called Herbert West Re-Animator, but they just shortened it to Re-Animator. That's why I keep thinking Herbert West.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a good movie. Watch it.
Be amazed.
It's so good.
And relive how great the 80s was in terms of just schlocky movies in general.
Schlocky special effects.
Yeah, but this wasn't.
It's like RoboCop meets science in terms of violence.
Yeah, but this wasn't mainstream, right? This.
I doubt it. It looks like some like late night, drive-in,
the midnight horror special kind of.
Like it looks like a low budget,
Yeah.
Trolls, Piranha, those type of movies.
Like a grindhouse pick.
Yeah,
maybe better than that,
The other
or
one, Planet Terror. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's what the Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's like Planet Terror from Grindhouse, kind of just really over the top.
less self-aware than that movie was.
yeah.
Even though it was
That's
still,
tongue-in-cheek.
yeah, it's still pretty. There's still plenty of that, self-aware.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's great. It's so good.
85 minutes, it seals the deal. It's that extra ribbon on the packaging.
Yes, it doesn't overstay its welcome.
Would you say it's the extra and large intestine that wraps it up?
That was so good.
It's the angel hair on the pasta, so to speak. If
That
you've seen the
intestine
movie.
bit was so good.
Oh,
It was like that scene from Jumanji with the plant. It was so good.
only dumber because it makes no sense.
Yeah,
when you think about what it's trying to do. It's like
Just watch it.
It's like Anaconda, but intestines.
It's like the Sarlacc from Return of the Jedi, but in intestines.
Sarlacc. Oh,
Sarlacc had little tentacles. It's like, I can see a lot better.
yeah.
Well, all right. My take is, oh man, my brain will never unsee a lot of the things that I've just seen. But again, I echo what they say here in this podcast that if you like this, if you're in the mood for a campy horror film, you have got it here. It's got everything you want.
It's like Frankenstein and the Evil Dead put together, basically.
It's good.
If Sam Raimi were to make Frankenstein,
Old Sam Raimi was still cool.
yeah. Hey, watch Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Is he making that?
He still got it.
I haven't seen it. Last
All
time
right.
I saw him was Oz, and it wasn't that good.
Oh heck no.
I can't decide. I can't decide how I would rate this because I guess I have to. I don't know what I'm saying. There'd be two ratings. Like one is if you're in the mood for this type of film, it's a golden bucket, like for sure. But if you are not in the mood, this would be the worst movie you would ever want to watch.
Angry.
You'd be like, "Why did you recommend this film to me, Chris, the popcorn priest?"
If you're serious-minded, tight as a drum, staunch. If you enjoy PBS and C-SPAN, then you won't get this show. You'll just be confused and
I
angry.
enjoy PBS. I don't really enjoy C-SPAN.
You don't enjoy PBS.
I used to.
What
All
did you
right,
used to
I
enjoy?
think we've derailed here with PBS and C-SPAN.
That's a rare exception.
Any,
It's on there.
hey,
It's always an
hey,
exception rule.
all right. Any parting thoughts before we sign off?
Nova doesn't count as liking PBS. Taylor's lying.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
It's about science, just like this show.
Thanks for joining us here for the review of 1985's Re-Animator. Check it out if you think that you can handle it. Taylor gives it 1,000,000 stars. Until next time, we'll see you for the next review.